In 1936, a man named Alan Turing helped Britain crack German encrypted code in World War II using a machine that used logic to decipher the messages. He was known as the founder of computer science and proposed the first theory of software. In 1952, he was rewarded for his great achievements by being sent to prison for having a relationship with another man, which was illegal until 1967. But he didn't actually go to prison, he rather accepted probation. However, he was harassed by the police at the time. Turing theorized the concept of software, but he was not the man who coined the term. John Tukey, who was a statistician, coined the word in 1958. Tukey was a man of many professions, also being an amateur linguist who made major contributions to the modern language. 3 decades before the founding of Microsoft, he proposed software as he saw the word gain popularity. He also came up with the word bit, an abbreviation of the binary digit. All software requires hardware for it to run, but what is hardware? Unlike software, hardware are physical components of a computer. They usually are internal hardware like motherboards, RAMs, and hard drives, also external hard drives like peripherals. But is hardware really needed? Well, actually, yes, otherwise you'll be left with a hump of plastic and glass that do nothing. Computer systems cannot run without many internal hardware. However, a computer does not need any software for it to run apart from the operating system. So does that make software redundant? No. Imagine trying to survive without a phone and internet for a week. From the moment we wake up, we start our day with an alarm clock, then check our social networking or emails. The point is software is developed as a means to enhance our lives. Think of an e-commerce site which does not require you to physically go anywhere. Windows has been dominating the operating system market for a long time. Despite this, many programmers may have gravitated towards Linux as the choice of OS. Why? In most cases, Linux is not necessary for programming, yet it's more popular for programmers. Well, the software has its reasons for this. Firstly, the OS comes with most of the compilers and interpreters you will need to get the job done with. These convert source code, code we as humans understand, into machine code, code that machine can understand. Linux is also extremely versatile, powerful, and faster than Windows. Even if you're not a programmer, these factors do look appealing. The software being open source means anyone can download it and use it for free. This also gives programmers the opportunity to customize the OS with any of its distros. Lastly, Linux has great support for many languages, and any error messages you get from the OS can be solved far easier than Windows' cryptic error messages. Tom Kilburn was responsible for writing the first piece of software, which ran at 11 a.m. on June 21, 1948. Kilburn, with his colleague, had built one of the earliest computers, but for some odd reason they named the machine "Baby". The machine was programmed to perform mathematical calculations using machine code. This first piece of software took only 52 minutes to correctly compute the greatest divisor of two. As mentioned before, the machine was coded in machine code, which is practically the lowest level programming you can get, meaning software was coded in pure binary or hexadecimal. A technology stack is the infrastructure to build a product. A stack is a set of tools and apps needed to make something, for instance a software. A front-end developer would work on the design of the software, the user interface, and user experience. It's great for those who enjoy designing and much rather do this than work with complex logic or algorithms. Then there are the back-end developers, those who add functionality to the software in many ways. They handle databases, ensure security, authorize and authenticate users, and more. A good analogy is that the back-end developers make the framework of the house so it can support itself and last long, then the front-end developers add the walls, roof, and furniture. If you were to combine these two developers' roles, you would get a full-stack developer